What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Mayhem Reacts. It's your boy Chris coming with another reaction. This time we're going to do the second trailer, I guess it is, for Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. So the second Beetlejuice movie has its second trailer that's come out. I know we had the teaser. I think we had the full trailer. So this is the official trailer number 2 that's come out. I'm a big Beetlejuice fan myself. I know I've got a couple of friends that are huge Beetlejuice fans, so I'm really excited to see this one. So let's go check this thing out. Without any further ado, official trailer number 2 for Beetlejuice number 2. It said alleged mom.
When you're all driving carpool and banging your Pilates instructors to fill the empty voids in your life, we'll see who gets the last laugh. My mom grew up here, that old house on the hill.
Wait, the ghost house? Is your mom Lydia Dietz?
Unfortunately.
She's a legend.
The living, the dead. Can they coexist?
Now's my chance.
Awesome. So I do have to pause it sometimes because some of these studios get really excited about copyright strikes. So our my channel, if you're not aware, has just recently entered its first phase of monetization on YouTube, and I've already gotten one of my videos axed. So with the monetization comes being under a microscope, and some of the stuff I talk about is not YouTube, Google friendly, I guess you could say. So all my stuff, don't forget, is on all those other platforms up there too, just in case. But yeah, so if you see me pause, don't forget, it's for copyright stuff a lot of times, but I do want to go back and see my boy.
Can they coexist?
Michael Keaton.
Now's my chance.
Ghosts aren't real. Only gullible people believe that kind of crap.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I need you to help me save my daughter. But how do I know that you're going to keep your word?
I swear on my dead mother's soul. Days. Bob, you and the boys stand guard. Nobody gets through. Let's go, honey.
Recognize this
Awesome.
Never seen that chick before in my life or afterlife.
Are we doing this?
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I'm needed upstairs. Bob, hold down the fort. Spill your guts. Who wants to go first? All right, I will. See, I'm willing to do the work.
Where the afterlife is so random.
You're that thing from my dream.
All right, gonna back it up a little bit there again. Almost done with it. Didn't want to pause it. Well, you know, like I said, got to. I don't necessarily get the same vibe that I got on the first one. You know, it does seem to be a little bit more lighthearted and fun, and that's fine. I don't want to say in Tim Burton I trust, because not every film Tim Burton has put out has been an absolute banger, but Tim is phenomenal. Michael Keaton is phenomenal. Winona Ryder, phenomenal. I like Justin Theroux. A movie I never hear talked about, Justin Theroux and Paul Rudd. It's called Mute. It's also got Alexander Skarsgård in it. It is I think it is a Netflix original. The director, I forget his name. It's David Bowie's son, I believe. And I forget his name right off, but it's called Mute. I highly recommend that movie. It is a fantastic movie. Genre bending, and I love it. So I'm digging everybody here. Great cast. I love me some Tim Burton. I'm going to see this movie no matter what. God would have to come down and stop me from seeing this movie. I'm going to say that and then I'm going to get like COVID or something, I bet. But I'm just joking. Let's continue.
Where the afterlife is so random.
You're that thing from my dream.
Really more nightmare material.
Confronting the unknown, conquering your fears. There's nothing harder.
What the f? Thank you all for coming to this special occasion, but right now with like a little privacy.
That was pretty good though. Yeah, that was a different vibe, I think, than the original, to a degree. Of course, you got to update things. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, harp on that and say, oh no, it has to be exactly the same. Like it needs to be in that same universe. Needs to be that same feel overall. Otherwise it feels removed. Like the Acolyte. I have not watched it. I have no interest in watching it, but every trailer that I've seen for it, there's nothing about it that seems like it's Star Wars. It seems so far removed from what Star Wars is and has always been. Why do I want to watch that if it doesn't live within that universe, right? So if this Beetlejuice film doesn't feel anything like the first one, it's a good chance I'm not going to really enjoy it. And I'm going to, in fact, say, why did they make it? Just tearing up stuff. But yeah. But as long as it feels like it belongs in that universe and it's related to the first one in a great way and it ties in and continues the story, I'm all about it. Even if it does take a more lighthearted turn or a darker turn or has more twists and turns, you know, or looks more colorful and sharp and stuff. Because, I mean, that's just the way that we're getting with our films. And I get that. So, you know, I'm not a purist in so many ways, but it's got to be good. At the end of the day, it's got to be good. Good story, good acting, well edited. Thank you. Something I will say about that trailer, and I can't say this about every trailer or film I've seen, and I have seen some films, and I owe you guys some reviews of the films I've seen because I don't get to watch films that often. But Immaculate was one of them. And it's just dark. And I don't mean that in tone. I mean that visually. It's a dark film. Like, we had to watch it with the lights off so we could make everything out. Either that or we had to bump up the brightness a little bit. But several films, especially now being digital cameras, the sensors on them, again, speaking as a filmmaker, I understand that the sensors need more light than a film camera does, because there's not a sensor on the film camera. It's just straight up the film. It needs more light, and they don't always get it. So they are light hungry. And a lot of times what will happen is the films will end up being darker, and that doesn't get fixed because it ruins the image if they push it too far in the edit. That being said, when it gets to us, it's dark, or maybe the audio isn't done very well and it's hard to make things out. I've seen a mixture of both of these things and I can't stand it. If you got the budget to make a great film, you've got the budget to have good audio. You got the budget to have good lighting. That should be priority in how you're setting your stuff up. It really should be, because it doesn't take that much more, honestly. And this is coming from a guy that, I mean, the biggest budget I've ever had on a film. I think the most I spent on a film was $900. And it was on my last one, which is an internationally award-winning film. I think it's fairly well lit. I think the edit was pretty good. The audio was good. Could have been better. Audio can always be better in indie films, in my opinion, especially indie low-budget films. But this trailer, excellent audio quality, excellent lighting. I could see everything. Even if it's a dark-toned film, which I'm not sure if it's going to be or not, the fact that I can see it's going to mean I can actually enjoy it more. You know, it's kind of like being in on the joke or whatnot. So thank you for that. What did you guys think about the trailer? Are you more amped? Are you turned off a little bit? Is this a movie that you were even planning on seeing? Or are you like me? You're going to go see this movie no matter what. Let me know in the comments section below what you thought about the trailer, my reaction, all that good fun stuff. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.